Welcome to our channel. My name is Yvette and this is Tyler. Come along with us as we sail the high seas or hit the open road while we navigate and explore this beautiful planet our way. If you're catching up with us, we went to visit a litter of English Bulldog puppies last week. Specifically, we are interested in this female right here. After getting to know her a little bit better, she definitely stole our hearts, so we went ahead and put down the deposit. So that means we need to get all of the needed supplies for a new puppy, puppy-proof our house. But before we do all of that, I'm going to take a trip to Whidbey Island here in Washington State. As you can see, I am hopping on a ferry. I have some fun plans. I'm going to see a friend who's farm sitting and celebrate her birthday. And then I get to visit my cousin who lives not too far from the farm. So taking about a 24-hour excursion and looking forward to it. This is actually my second time taking a ferry by myself. This terminal they've redone since we've been back and living in the US after living on our boat. And it's nice, it's really smooth, it makes a lot more sense. They, I think, came up with a much more functional layout for boarding the boat. I don't think I'm gonna get out of my car today since it is raining, but when I return home tomorrow, it's not supposed to rain. So I do want to feel the salty air on my skin again. Although it's a lot different than the Caribbean, it's still beautiful here. That literally took like not even 15 minutes. Just a quick little jump. So I made it to the farm and they have a beautiful barn with lots of animals here. Here I am getting a proper tour, getting to meet and greet all of the animals and giving treats along the way. I was able to jump right in and feed the animals and do lots of chores to keep this place running. It was a fun getaway, and of course, being in nature and around animals is always so good for the soul. This is downtown Langley, where we were able to shop around and explore. Such a sweet little spot to spend some time. If you haven't been, I strongly recommend. Back in line after a wonderful 24 hours here on Whidbey Island and about to load into the ferry, heading home. Today I'm going to share with you all of the items that we've been acquiring in preparation to bring our new puppy home. And actually, that's tomorrow. So we're picking her up tomorrow and bringing her home. We've been thinking and talking about this and dreaming about this for years. It's a big deal for us, and We're so excited. So let me show you some of the things that we've purchased to make sure that she has a soft landing here with her new family. This is our living room. It's obviously attached to the kitchen. There is tile floor here, and we haven't purchased any new rugs just since we've been renovating and been back, but we did buy this rug. Now this rug is huge, as you can see, and it was really cheap, really cheap. It's washable. It does have the backing so it doesn't slip, and it's really, really soft. This is going to be the area where she will be living most of her life, with the exception of going outside, but this is kind of going to be her home base for now. So I think this rug will be just fine in case there's any kind of accident. It's not that big of a deal because it's a temporary rug for us. We need to decide the layout of the room, which we'll do probably later today, so everything's set up so when we bring her home we can just put her in her area. She can get to know all of the smells and start to feel really comfortable here. So this is her crate. I put her little name tag on there. And I purchased this little stuffy because it's kind of the same size as her and her litter mates. And I know that she likes to pig pile with them. So I thought if I kind of have this, you can lay on it or play with it or whatever she wants to do, but she won't feel as lonely without all of her sisters and brothers. We have a leash. We've got this cool food bowl. And actually it works pretty well on this rug because you can't move it. It's got like this kind of grippy bottom. So there's that. Of course, we've got the coconut oil for her nose and stuff. That's what we used on Tootsie. That worked really well. We've got all kinds of chew toys. We've got a Kong toy, of course. This will come in handy for some training. And cute little toys. Oh, and we got a little collar for her. And of course, you know, I already had to buy some sweaters because it's cold. You know, we're in fall now, but these look like they might fit her. She's only 7 pounds right now. This is a little big, maybe, but we'll see. And this coat she'll grow into in the coming months. But isn't it cute? I got these iron-on patches, so I'm going to kind of decorate this and maybe some of her other stuff, just kind of fun and cheap project. Of course, we have treats for training. I did cut these in halves and thirds just to make them last a little bit longer, but you can't have enough treats for training. And then we have lots of baby blankets. These are actually literally baby blankets, so they're kind of swaddlers, but they'll be good to like drape over her crate or, you know, just keep in with her if she gets cold. So we've got all this kind of stuff. We have pee pads. The breeder's awesome. So she's already potty trained the litter with using those puppy pads. And for us, we're gonna start training her outside. Tyler built that little area outside, which I'll show you next for potty training. So the pee pads are kind of as a backup or an emergency if we need them in certain situations. But, you know, you plan things out, but we'll just see how it goes. But I figured it was better to have them than not have them, so it's a big pack. But the ones we don't use, we can always donate to the Humane Society or something like that. And then this is the food that she is currently eating, so we're gonna stick with that for now. I have this to store the food in. I just cleaned this because it was smelling kind of like, you know, gross plasticky. So I need to put that in here. And lastly, we've got these dividers you can kind of set up to partition her off in this area, which is our plan. We just want her to feel really cozy and have a little running room in this area. Let's go look at the outdoor area where we will be doing the potty training. Tyler kind of partitioned off a little fencing spot right near the front door, which is going to be perfect. Look at this, isn't it cute? So this is where she can have her little outdoor space. The sod is taking on pretty good. We've been watering it. It did rain, but anyways, this area will be perfect to quickly get her outside so she can start learning how to go to the bathroom outdoors. So you guys can see we are very ready, very excited to bring our little girl home tomorrow. So we'll be leaving early in the morning. It's a couple-hour drive away, and then we'll be bringing her back here to her new home. I'll show you the setup after we kind of figure out how we're gonna lay it out, but we can't wait.